Welcome everybody to Daddi and Zaki reading show, and I have someone here.
Hi, it's me. I'm still the dad.
You're too silly, Dad. Our story today is the Uppercrust Bakery, where Mr. Bate and the baker each get a fair deal. Every day Mr. Bate would pass the Uppercrust Bakery. He would stop in front and fill his nose with the tempting smells. Then he would walk on to work. One time the baker saw Mr. Bate come by and stopped. What
a lot of happy sniffing.
The baker said to himself.
Next time, I think he will buy something.
But Mr. Bate didn't buy. He just stopped, sniffed, and walked on to work. This went on and on. After some months, the baker began to grumble. He would glare whenever he saw Mr. Bate outside.
He never buys anything.
The baker muttered.
He never spends a penny.
One day, Mr. Bate came inside to have an extra big whiff of some fresh peach cupcakes.
Well, that takes the cake,
grumbled the baker. He went up to Mr. Bate and said,
Listen here, you had better pay me something today. You have had lots of good sniffs from my shop, and I have never had a penny from you.
What are you talking about? Asked Mr. Bate. You're as nutty as a fruitcake. But he quickly stopped laughing because he saw that the baker was really angry. Well, Mr. Bate said, How much do you want for all those sniffs?
Make it $10,
said the baker, crossing his arms. Okay, said Mr. Bate very calmly. That's fine with me. He reached into his pocket and pulled out 10 crisp $1 bills. He handed the bills to the baker. I'm putting these bills into the palm of your hand, Mr. Bate said, and please have your fingers feel each of them. I want you to be certain there are 10 bills. Then Mr. Bate laughed somewhere inside like a big bell ringing. The baker's fingers carefully felt each bill. When the baker had finished, Mr. Bate quickly snapped the bills back and slipped them into his pocket.
Why did you do that?
Snapped the baker. It's very simple, said Mr. Bates. I have smelled your fantastic baker smells, and you have filled my crisp $1 bills. Don't you think that's fair?
The end. Taken from the Nitty Gritty City
by Pleasant T. Rowling.
And now here's a song from Zaki herself.
Crisp $1 bills, crispy, crispy, crispy. Crisp $1 bills, crispy, 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 crispy. At the bakery, crispy, 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 where Mr. Bate is smelly, 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 smells of smells and smells of styles. You know Mr. Bate ate.
Okay, goodbye everybody.
Me too. Bye.